Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys kind of like a first impression on the new, one second, let me just put it back in its box, just as if it was there basically the whole time, on the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina eyeshadow palette. Now, I know I'm probably like the 10,000th person who's either doing a first impression, a review, a look, or whatever, but I still wanted to make a video and put my 2 cents out there in case anyone was interested to hear, you know, my first impression, to see my swatches, and to see how it looks on my skin tone. So this does retail for $42, just like her other eyeshadow palettes, and it is available on Anastasia's site at the moment. So I will have the link down below if you guys want to pick it up for yourselves. It should be available on Ulta and Sephora in the next, I would say, few days, few weeks, something like that. I am pretty much a huge fan of the ABH eyeshadow palettes. I pretty much own most of them. I decluttered a few, but I own like the most popular ones. I'm going to show you guys comparisons to these eyeshadow palettes later on in the video so you guys can see kind of like the color differences. But I was so excited for this because I spoke about it in my wishlist video, and purples are like one of my favorite like colors to wear on my eyes in general. I just feel like it brings out anyone's eye color, not just brown. So anyways, this is how the palette looks. That's how the box looks. You pull out the palette. It was upside down, so basically you pull out the palette, and that's how the eyeshadow palette looks. It has like the felt lining to it, just like her other eyeshadow palettes. It does say here that the shelf life of this is 18 months, which I think is better than her other palettes. I think they used to be maybe 6 or 9 months, which is crazy. Anyways, the shelf life of this is 18 months. It is cruelty-free, and the eyeshadow is made in the USA. Yay! So here's how the eyeshadow palette looks up close. Super beautiful, really nice and sleek. I love the clean look that it has. And then of course, once you open it up, this is how the interior part looks. You get a dual-ended brush down here and 14 different eyeshadows. So on the top row, we have 7 metallic shades. And then on the bottom row here, we have a selection of mattes, and then some mattes with like little specks of glitter. The color scheme of this palette is right up my alley. I do kind of wish you would have included maybe a little bit more pinks and purples, but I still really do like it just from like looking at it, because I feel like it's such a wearable palette. Like you have a few pinks, a few purples, and then bronzy regular everyday shades too. So you can kind of mix and match and make this palette like a, you know, going out palette, an everyday palette, a wedding palette, just all in one. So nice. I do really like the brush. I don't think it's the best of the best, but I do have like a few of these and I do tend to use them from time to time, so I'm happy that it is included. Okay, so let's do swatches first, and then I will go ahead and do an eye look with you guys. I'm not sure what kind of eye look I'm gonna go for, but I want to do something different, like something like out there and like sexified, you know? All right, let's go. Oh man. All right, so here we have the first 4 shades. This shade right here is called Dreamer. Next one is called Summer, Wild Child, and Rose Gold. Well, we're gonna do double swatches just like I typically do. By the way, the quality of these like metallic-y shades are butt-ass soft. Like you guys know, that's my word, you know what I'm saying? Like that's when you know it's really an ass type of softness. Anyways, here are the first 4 shadows. They look so high shine. So excited for that. Then here we have the remaining metallic-y shades. We have Celestial, we have Dazzling, and Drama. Oh baby. I'm like dying while I'm doing this. I don't know if you guys can tell. Whoa. Whoa, so pretty. I just can't get over the like high shine that it has. Like, I don't think I've ever seen that with a palette. Look at that, it's insane. Okay, let's move on to the bottom row now. So this is basically all these shades in the top row. All right, starting out with the shades on the bottom. This one right here is called Base. This one is Soul. We have Incense and Love. It's interesting because in the pan, some of these shades do have little specks of glitter like when you look into it, but like when I actually see it on my finger, I don't necessarily see much. So something to keep in mind that I realized. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know Spanish. Here are how those swatch. Also really beautiful. They really have a great softness to them. They don't seem too powdery. They don't seem to kick up a lot of product at all. And they look like easy mattes to work with. I'm very excited. All right, then we have the remaining shades of the palette. We have Volatile, I think that's how you pronounce it, Eccentric, and Passion. Okay, I'm dying for these colors. Like the color scheme is amazing. Whoa, come on. Don't tell me that's not hot. That is hot stuff. All right, so here's how these shades look close up so you guys can see what kind of colors are included in here. Really beautiful. I'm actually beyond impressed at how beautiful these swatched. I mean, I kind of expected it, but like still really pretty. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna try to use the brush that it comes with mainly. So let's see what kind of look we come up with. I kind of like mentioned like before, I want to do something like different that I typically don't do. So hopefully it's not gonna be a big mess, but let's see. First shade I'm gonna go in with is Base. I think that's such a perfect setting lid shade. Okay, next shade I'm gonna go in with is Incense. It's a really nice camely brown color, and just work that in the crease. Yeah, I see a lot of kick up when I dip the brush in there, but when I dip my finger in there, there wasn't a lot. And then it like is a bit powdery as well. Next shade I'm gonna go in with is Eccentric, which is this shade right up here, and kind of build up the crease a little bit more. Next shade I'm gonna go in with is Passion, and I'm gonna work that in like the lower part of my crease. Hold tight, dripping lights, paint the skies, all because... So far I'm really digging how this looks, but I feel like it's just so basic, and I wanted to do something different, but it just didn't work out. Hopefully next time though. The next shade I'm gonna go ahead and use is the shade Rose Gold. I think it would pair really, really well with this look, and I'm gonna use it on the same ABH brush. So, oh my god, it's like liquid gold, liquid metal. Okay, so with the metallic, I did experience a little bit of fallout, but with the matte, I actually did not. Nothing major though. That applied really beautifully, and that's pretty much with one like application process. Then I'm gonna go in with the shade Dreamer right here, and then highlight my brow bone and my inner corners as well. Then I'm gonna do the lower lash line. I think I'm gonna just basically do the same thing I did like on the top, on the bottom. So I'm gonna be taking the shade Incense, just a little bit of that, a little bit of Eccentric, and a little bit of Passion right here to deepen it up a little bit. Okay, that was beyond easy, and there was no fallout or anything, and I barely had to even blend. I was kind of like, oh, 1, 2, 3, and I'm done. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a winged liner, or attempt to do a winged liner, so 1 second. All right, let's see, here goes nothing. I'm gonna be using the Sigma Pacha liner. I haven't done one of these in ages, so if it doesn't come out good, don't kick my ass. Waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, dripping lights paint the skies. I never thought that I could sweat so much. I'm dying at a heat over here. But anyways, this is how the final look came out. I really, really like it. I kind of messed up the wings just a teensy bit, but like whatever. The point of this look is pretty much the eyeshadows. I really, really like it so far, just from using it the first time today. I really do think that the shadows blended out beautifully. These swatches swatched amazing, and it was really effortless to create this look. Like, it wasn't a pain in the ass. It was like 1, 2, 3 and done. I think that if you like purples and pinks and obviously neutrally tones, you will really enjoy this. I think that the formula is the same, if not better, than the other palettes that she released, like the Soft Glam and Modern Renaissance. So it's definitely like an A+. Like, I really love it. I can't wait to play around with the shade Celestial, Summer, Dazzling Drama, just like the other ones. So freaking pretty. Now let me go ahead and share with you guys just a comparison with the other palettes. So, okay, so firstly, right off the bat, you can totally mix and match so many of these shades, and it would create such a beautiful look in conjunction with the Soft Glam palette as well. Let me just pop this up here too. Alright, so let's do this quickly before this whole thing falls down. The top palette right here is the Modern Renaissance palette. The middle one is the Norvina palette. And then this bottom one right here is the Soft Glam eyeshadow palette. Oh my goodness, like all of this together, like looking at it all at once, is just like heaven at its best. Oh my goodness, I want to dive into all these shades at one time. You guys can see that each palette has their own uniqueness. They have some similarities here and there with the basic like transition-y type of shades, but I still also think that that's really necessary to put in palettes in general. So I do like that each palette has its great transition shades and then their own story as well. So the Modern Renaissance has more of like a reddish burgundy story. The Norvina one has more of like a pinky the Norvina one has more of a pinky purpley type of story, and then the Soft Glam palette has more of like a neutrally, I don't know, a little bit of everything kind of story in a way. I really enjoy this palette so much, and I'm really honestly so happy to have it in my life because I'm gonna get so much use out of it. If I had to, you know, choose one of my favorites, you guys know that I recently included the Modern Renaissance in my favorites video, my June favorites video. I've been really enjoying that after not enjoying it for like a good 2 years. But I really do like the Soft Glam palette. Like, I liked it more than anything. But now seeing these two side by side, I don't know if I can choose one. I'm kind of leaning more towards the Norvina one just by like maybe 1%, but the Soft Glam palette will probably always hold a very special place in my heart too. Yes. Oh, I forgot about something. Let me go ahead and put on the liquid lipstick that I picked up as well. This is the new shade that Norvina created, and it's called Violet. It's one of their liquid lipsticks, and that's how the shade looks. I still haven't used this on my lips yet, but I used to be very into the ABH, whoa, this is so nice. I used to be very into the ABH liquid lipsticks. I used to like collect them nonstop, but then I kind of like fell off the bandwagon, I guess. But I really wanted to pick this shade up because it's kind of like that cooler tone violet color. And like, look, it just like goes so well with the palette. So I have to put this on. Okay, are we feeling this or what? This is such a beautiful color. It's going on my teeth just a little bit, and I have to wait till it dries, so 1 second. So I'm really liking this shade. It's like so weird to see my lips moving in the mirror like a lot in the viewfinder. But I really like it. I think it would go really well with honestly any look you create using this palette. So it does pair amazingly together. I think it would look beyond stunning if I use like one of like the purpley shades. It would look so hot, or like the pink color. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I forgot to mention that I love the fact that this palette leans a bit more cooler in tone, but it's still a very like sexified, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not cool tone dirty looking, it's like cool tone like hotness galore. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know if you have any questions regarding this palette or the liquid lipstick in the comments below. And then also let me know if you guys picked up the Norvina eyeshadow palette, or if you're planning on picking it up at Ulta when it's available there, as well as the liquid lipstick. Or let me know if you're going to be skipping out on both of these. I did a poll, I think, on my Instagram, and I asked you guys if you're going to be picking this up, and most of you guys said you are. So well, I hope you enjoyed the eye look. I really like it, and I'm looking forward to reading your comments down below. Bye.